Hi, we're going to neutralize a pair of bifocals today. To start, we just started the lensometer. We make sure it's in the off position. And we're going to take a blank sheet of paper and put it against the lens stop here. And we're going to look through the eyepiece. So I'm turning the knob. I first turn it all the way just so I can see the change when I start adjusting it, and then I adjust it until I see everything crystal clear in there. Okay, I think everything should be okay right now. I don't think I see any double lines in there, so it seems to be calibrated. We're going to move on now. We're going to remove the piece of paper. We will turn on our lensometer using the switch. All right, we make sure that the power, everything is at 0. So everything looks okay. We are ready to neutralize these pair of bifocals. We're gonna raise the lever, set it on the lens table, and we're going to look through, all right, to find the optical center and adjust the lens table. I now have ocular dextre on the spectacle table. As I look through the eyepiece, and I turn my axes, there is no change. Everything is in focus and everything is perfectly lined up. So this is a spherical lens. I'm going to now read the power of this spherical lens. Since the lens is spherical, I will set my wheel to 0. I can set it at any number, but I'll set it at 180 degrees. And here we go again at 100, smack in the middle. And it focuses at, let's see at +1. It's perfectly focused at +1. Yep, +1 it is. I'm also going to go ahead and mark my optical center using my marking device. And I have it at +1 sphere. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and change over. Okay, so it shifted a little bit, but that's expected because we're at the bottom. Here you have our spherical power in focus, and it is reading at 2 point, it's a little bit above 7.5. Yes, it's above 7.5, so we'll say 7.5 plus 12, which gives us 2.87 diopters of power for the optical dextre. So now we're going to do the optical sinister. Okay, now we're going to switch positions. We're going to do ocular. We just did ocular dextre, where we have the single vision section is at measure the value for the back curve. I get 0.5 this time instead of the 0.65. So it might be a slight issue with my eye, the 12th point. So I'm going to consider it as 0.5. Now we're ready to measure the ad. So we discover that the ad again is of the same value. There's perfectly focused here with the ad, and our drum is reading 1.25. However, we had read it at 0.5 initially, negative 0.5. So if we come from negative 0.5 to 1.25, we have 1.75 add. Now to get the OC, I'm going to go ahead, I turned it back, and I did not yet mark the optical center for my OS. So I'm going to mark the optical center for my OS by decentering all prism, and I'm going to use my marking pens to mark it, and we will be measuring the PD for both the add and the regular vision. Okay, measuring the PD, we have ocular dexter to ocular sinister right here at 63 millimeters, 3 millimeters. For the add, we have it coming up at roughly 59 millimeters. All right, we are measuring it with the prismatic effect of 0.5 base up. I took our prescription and I put it in plus cylinder, and I'm going to turn it to minus cylinder, and that way I will know if I did it correctly. Yeah. So basically, we have Plano plus 1.50 at 10 degrees. So we're going to combine the two. So we have plus 1.5. We're going to switch the spherical side to minus 1.5. We're going to add 90 degrees at 110 degrees.
That's just stupid easy.
And our 100 degrees here. At 100 degrees, we are plus 1.5. All right, and we have to move minus 1.5, which gives us our Plano value at 10 degrees. I'm sorry. Yeah, gives us our Plano value at 10 degrees. And for the ocular sinister, we're at 78 degrees, which is a little bit less than 90 on this side. 78. We're at minus 1.5. And we have to move minus 0.5. So that puts us at 168 degrees at minus 2.0. So that is so we first transpose from plus cylinder to minus cylinder. We put it on the cross. All right, now I can take it off the cross, and I can take it off and maybe put it in cross cylinder format. So to put it in cross cylinder, we're going to fix our cross cylinder notation. We're going to be crossing plus 1.5 at 10 degrees and Plano at 100 degrees. So we have Plano at 100 degrees crossed with plus 1.5 at 10 degrees. And here we're going to do the same. We have minus 2.0 at 78 degrees crossed with minus 1.0 at 168. Okay, so we transpose from plus cylinder to minus cylinder, put it off the cross, and we took it off the cross using cross cylinder notation.